back to my channel. My name is Sophie, and if you're new here, you can find me over on Instagram at A Diary of a New Mum. Today, I wanted to do a video on how I'm financially praying I'm going to survive on statutory maternity pay. For a bit of background, statutory maternity pay is the standard. If you are lucky enough, your employer may choose to enhance this to say 6 months fully paid or whatever. However, I will be surviving on the 90% pay for the first 6 weeks, which then drops down to, I believe, 180 something pounds a week. So I thought I would put together a list of 25 ways that you can save money and make surviving on statutory maternity pay, well, just survivable really, because it's not gonna be enjoyable, it's just survivable. And I'm not talking about like having, going out for coffee every day, or like, I'm talking about pure essentials that you need, like food, drink, etc. It's all expensive. The cost of living has gone up. Statutory maternity pay is not matching that. So the first one on my list is to start buying essentials before your leave begins. So when I say essentials, I mean like laundry detergent, nappies, wipes, things that are not going to go off before you need them. Because when they're on offer, it works out a lot cheaper to like buy a multi-pack or whatever. Like I know we use the Huggies water wipes, and a pack of, how much you get in pack? 12, I think is like £9, but it was on offer for £7.50 the other day, so we bought 2 packets of those. So putting things like that away will really help you out. And laundry detergent as well is expensive. And if that's one thing that you don't have to pay for, when your pay decreases down to that minimal amount, then I think that's a massive win. The next one's kind of a similar one, and that is to batch cook your meals. Not only will this save money, but in those deepest, darkest newborn days when you know you can barely put the baby down to go and do anything, or even when they're toddlers, to be honest, like let's face it, it's hard. You've got something in the freezer, you can get out in the morning and it's ready to go. Another thing you can try is slow cooker dump bags. And I know if you go to Emily Norris's channel, she has like a whole load of videos on different recipes and stuff, really good. But definitely batch cooking is going to save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and it's just gonna make your life a lot easier. This one might seem quite obvious, but that is to cut back on any subscriptions. And I'm talking like, do you really need Spotify? Do you really need YouTube Premium? Like subscriptions that you could get for free for listening to adverts. For example, Disney Plus is £19.99 for us a month. What we did is we went to the advert one, which is £5.99 a month, and is one advert in the whole thing. And for like that much discount, you don't even notice the adverts. Do you really need 2 cars? If you are a 2-car family, whilst you are on maternity leave, do you need 2 cars? Now, we went down to 1 car when I went on maternity leave with Rosie, and that saved 200 or over £200 every month, because that was the monthly out payment plus insurance, and then actually fuel on top. We saved a lot of money, so we saved probably closer to £300 every single month just by going down to 1 car. We're very lucky where we lived, and now we still live, but in a different area, near a train station. There's buses, there's places you can walk to. Obviously it's a bit different if you don't live near those kind of places, but definitely think if you need 2 cars, that is a big one. And I know for us, we'll be going down to 1 car again when I go on maternity leave this time. We just can't afford to have 2 cars, and one of our cars is up for renewal soon anyway. So what we will do is we will just give the car back or sell the car and pay off the finance, and then we're saving ourselves that money every single month. My favourite thing to do is to sell clothes and buy clothes on Vinted, and not just clothes, home stuff, gym equipment, etc. on Vinted, because there are no selling fees, and then I just use the money that I make from selling those clothes to buy new clothes. Obviously, when I had Rosie, I didn't do that because I knew we would like another baby in the future and there was no point in getting rid of the clothes that we had. However, this time round, I will very, very much be doing that. I'll be selling bundles of the clothes that they have grown out of and then buying new sizes if I need them with that fund on Vinted, if that makes sense. Shop around for fuel. So for your car, going back to cars, if you're planning to go out for the day, Google it, see how much fuel costs to fit, how much it's going to cost to fill up your car where you're going, and if you've got enough fuel to get there, then fill up there before you come back, because you're going to be saving a lot of money by doing that. If you did that every time you went out somewhere, you would end up saving a lot more money than if you filled up before you went and it was more expensive. Especially if you have like other children, is to grow your own, so grow fruit, grow vegetables. No, not everyone has a garden. We've only just got a garden in the last year, but definitely try and grow as much as you can. If you're, if you've got a toddler like me who lives on berries, oh my word, they are so expensive. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, oh, you name it. If it's a brie, it's got a brie on the end, she'll eat it. I think it is an investment worth making, like a risk worth taking, especially because it's an activity as well for your other children. So that's going to save money on going out for the day, is by planting some fruit trees or some fruit plants or whatever it is you might be, vegetables even. Find your alternatives. So don't just shop at one supermarket. Shop around. Lidl's might not be cheaper than Aldi. Aldi might not be cheaper than Tesco's. Tesco's might not be cheaper than Sainsbury's. Have a look around. Pick wisely as to what supermarket you're going to shop from each week as to what you are buying. For example, fruit and veg shop, I probably would go to Tesco's rather than Aldi and Lidl, because I find with Aldi and Lidl, especially around here, the fruit and veg doesn't last a great deal and it's not very nice. I'm not really sure why that is, but yeah, definitely have a think about where you're going to buy things. Try and stay away from HelloFresh. Try and stay away from companies like that. Yes, they're easy because they're all good to go, but batch cook, guys. Batch cook before the baby comes. Save yourself the money. HelloFresh is not cheaper, I promise you that. When you get the ingredients from the supermarket, you're getting more ingredients for your money. You can make more meals with them and you can freeze them. Don't get me wrong, things like HelloFresh and Gusto and all of those ones are still cheaper than going out for a meal. For example, for Valentine's Day, we didn't go out for a meal. We actually went to Marks and Spencer's and bought, you know, the dine-in for two thing, which was still a lot more money than what we pay usually, but so much cheaper than going out for dinner. Find frozen alternatives. So going back to like fruit and stuff, definitely frozen berries are not nice if you're eating them as they are, right? They're just sour, they're bitter. But if you're making things like pancakes, or you're making things like muffins, or you're putting them in porridge or oats or whatever you're doing with them, if they're being cooked into something, so much cheaper than buying a punnet of raspberries. I think they were like £2.49 for a punnet of strawberries the other day. I paid and you got 6 of them in there. Like, it was just extortionate, and I personally will not be doing that again. Lose the brands. Scrap the brands, you don't need a name. For example, Calpol is so expensive, and Rosie doesn't even like Calpol anyway, but if you go into Boots and buy their alternative, it's a lot cheaper. Or if you go into Tesco's and buy their alternative, it is a lot cheaper, and it's exactly the same stuff. Find out if you are entitled to any additional saving schemes. For example, the Blue Light Card. I work within childcare now, and Blue Light Card have opened up to teachers, childcare providers, as well as emergency services, and that can save you so much money. If you go on the app, it will bring up all the things that you can save money on, and trust me, it's $4.99 for 2 years. That $4.99 is worth paying for what you're spending it on. If you need a new car, you can use it on that, which we will do when we buy another car after getting rid of this car. So definitely check out things like Blue Light Card. I've seen other ones as well around, but they are definitely worth checking out. Get loyalty cards, guys. They're free, completely free to get, and it will save you so much money. So things like Boots Advantage card, especially Boots Advantage card actually, if you buy all your nursery furniture through Mothercare on Boots, you will collect 8 points for every £1 you spend. And then they do double point offers, so you can get 16 points per every £1 you spend. You could get £10 worth of points when you spend £60 sometimes. It is so worth doing, and they have a parenting club which gives you the £8 worth for every £1. Definitely get Advantage card, Tesco Club card, all of those kind of things. So worth it. I don't know if I'm blurry, so I do apologise, but my camera is overheating because the sun is out. It's come back. Love it. Put in your claims for any child benefit, anything like that. The Sure Start grant we missed out with Rosie because we didn't put in the claim in time. We didn't know about it, so no one told us. So definitely get those claims in. Don't miss out on those. If you're going out and you've got a child you're going out with as well, take a packed lunch. Do it. Just do it. If you're going to soft play, take a packed lunch. Don't take it in with you because that's not allowed, but have it ready for the car for the way back, or like to eat in the car before you leave to come back or something like that, because it will save you so much money. When you think about a kids meal in a soft play centre, you're looking at £10 a child at least when they've had a drink, when they've had food. Then they want a packet of crisps, then they want a chocolate bar or an ice cream or a slush or whatever it is. Take a packed lunch, alleviate that. That will save you a lot of money. Make most of free activities in your local area, or ones that don't cost a great deal, such as toddler groups. Our local toddler group is £2 per child, £2 per adult, or £1 per adult, or something like that. And then our local library has something called Rhyme Time every week, which is completely free. We can walk there. We don't need a car to get to either of these places. And she loves it. She loves the socialisation. She loves seeing new people. She loves reading the books. She loves singing the songs. Definitely, and it breaks up the day for you. Like, the days are so long sometimes, and it will break up the day for you. So definitely check out free activities in your local area. Carrying on from the free activities, planned activities. So if you're going to pay to do activities such as swimming lessons, do things like swimming lessons, do things like heartbeats, do set classes if your little girl or boy wants to do ballet or football or whatever they want to do it as a planned session. You are less likely to need to go out and spend money on fun days out, etc. if they have these planned sessions in place. They're expensive as an offset, but then they're paid for. Shop your wardrobe. I have no doubt in my mind you have a wardrobe full of clothes that you've probably worn a handful of times. If you've got an event coming up, shop your wardrobe. Go through it. I heard that phrase through Shan, and I love it. Shop your wardrobe, girls and guys. Just shop it. Just go shopping in your own wardrobe. Make it fun. Think about what outfit is going to make you feel comfortable, how you could pair it with other things. Maybe you need to buy a new pair of shoes, but it's better than buying a whole new outfit. Cancel Amazon Prime. Controversial, I know, because you think you're saving money for free delivery, but it's far too tempting. For myself, it is far too tempting. So I cancelled it. So now I have to spend the minimum of £35, I think it is, to get free delivery. So I have to wait until my basket is up to £35 before I can order anything. But then I go back through my basket and I go, well, I wanted that then, but do I still need it, or do I want it, or have I found alternatives that are cheaper? And I have saved so much money by doing that. It sounds bizarre, but it works. It really works. Limit social media. I'm a sucker for a social media advert, especially with baby items. If I see something come up that I love, and like my favourite influencer has this baby product that she's saying is really great and really amazing, I really think about it before I go and buy it. Whereas